Hey everyone, in this video we're going to test and see which is the best duct tape. I'll be testing both the breaking strength of each tape as well as the strength of each tape's adhesion. Let's jump right in. First we will test the breaking strength of each tape. Each piece of tape is the exact same length, attached in a single wrap loop. Okay, the first tape up is T-Rex tape. It costs $12.57 Canadian per roll. It breaks at 138.9 pounds of force. It's a black colored tape and it stretches about the same as the other tapes. Here you can see the tape snap at 138.9 pounds. Next is 3M's multi-use tape. It comes in a bunch of different colors and costs $6.47 per roll for only 10 yards. It breaks at 122.4 pounds. If you notice the scale jumping around a bit during these tests, that's just the stretch in the tape as it's being pulled. The third tape we're going to look at is the Gorilla tape. It costs $14.37 a roll and it broke at 149.9 pounds. Much more than the other tapes so far. As I mentioned, each piece of tape is the same length, and they're all being tested indoors at room temperature. Okay, now here's flex tape, costing the most at $17.95 a roll. It almost needs to be in a different category of tape. It stretched so much it went off camera. It took several attempts to get a proper breaking strength, but as I pulled it, it constantly stuck around 48 to 50 pounds before finally breaking at 48 pounds. You can see how much it stretches, so I did several attempts. Here's another one. Again, it broke at 48 pounds. It's more of a rubber material than a tape material. Okay, here's the Amazon choice or best seller. It's 3M's Pro. The cost is $11.47 per roll, and it broke at 103.3 pounds. And finally, the brand that started it all, Duct Tape Original, costing $11.92 per roll for 30 meters, but breaking at only 79.38 pounds. Okay, so here's the final results from the breaking strength test. Most of the tapes had a similar stretch prior to breaking, aside from obviously the flex tape. Keep in mind this is a max load failure test. Alright, let's move on to testing the tape's adhesion strength. All pieces of tape are exactly 18 inches long and stuck to a heavily cleaned surface to ensure proper adhesion. First is the 3M multi-use tape. It scored third in the strength test and lets go at 8.64 pounds. Second up is the Gorilla tape and it scored first in the strength test. It lets go at 11.02 pounds. You can see here as soon as the glue lets go. Next is the original duct tape. It held up to only 4.65 pounds and it's also the thinnest tape I'm testing. Okay, here we have the Amazon recommended 3M Pro Strength and it let go at 6.89 pounds. Okay, second last tape is the T-Rex tape. It was second in the strength test and it held up the best at 15.05 pounds. And finally, the flex tape. Its adhesive is very sticky. It's so sticky it's difficult to get off the roll. It held to 42.38 pounds, which is by far the strongest, almost twice as strong as the next best. You'll see the numbers jumping around a bit. Again, that's because the flex tape is so stretchy. Okay, here's the final results for the adhesion test. Obviously, each tape will adhere better to different types of surfaces, changing the results. Each tape was given exactly 3 minutes to adhere before the test, and some may perform better after longer glue times. Cold or moisture could also alter the results, but for the most part they should be the same across the board. Alright, I had to do an overall ranking based on the two tests. Both Gorilla and T-Rex were close to the top. Flex tape, due to being such a different tape, was difficult to rank. Again, I'm not sponsored or affiliated with any of these brands, so decide yourself what the final ranking should be and take the final ranking with a grain of salt. Thanks for watching.